Hi, my name is Melissa van Dijk, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can use Roche-Posay Effaclar K Moisturizer, which is suitable for combination to oily skin, and it helps to reduce the appearance of blackheads, whiteheads, and even if you have blemish-prone skin, as it also contains salicylic acid and LHA, which is a derivative of salicylic acid that can help you to improve those specific concerns. But it also contains a combination of ingredients that helps to regulate the oiliness, basically the shine that you can see when getting oily throughout the day, so that you're going to reduce the shine like much longer. And so you can use this moisturizer daily in the morning as well as evening. You can use it on its own or along with other skincare products. And so I want to keep my focus on the application later on, just mainly the cleansing step and then the application of the moisturizer, since you can use the moisturizer on its own. So if you are interested about the application, you can move fast forward. You will find the timestamps below. However, I do want to quickly emphasize an example morning and evening skincare routine too, so that you can see the order of application and what products could work well in combination with that specific moisturizer if those are your skin concerns. And you will also find all the additional information plus example skincare routines in the description box down below. They are all in PowerPoint slides. You just can look at it like this or even download them if you find it helpful. So I want to get started with the morning skincare routine, starting off with the first step, which would be your cleansing step. I have picked two Roche-Posay cleansers just as an example. They work well for combination to oily skin, and even their micro-peeling cleanser contains 2% of salicylic acid, which can be a great addition to this specific Effaclar K moisturizer. So first of all, wash your face, then rinse it off, pat the skin dry. Then move on to the next step, which would be an optional step. This is an hydrating and soothing toner. You can either go with the examples that I have shared with you right here, or go with what you usually use. Then apply the toner to the skin, leave it on the skin, there's no need to wash it off. Then the next one would be additional serums or treatments in general, which are specifically focused on your skin concerns and even your skin type to some extent. And so I have picked a few examples, which are all from the ordinary in this case, such as niacinamide is a great brightening ingredient, plus helps to regulate oiliness and is great for blemish-prone skin. Then you have alpha-butene, great for hyperpigmentation, and ascorbic glucoside solution, which is a vitamin C, and this helps with brightening. So overall, this could be a great combination. Go with one or two treatments and then apply to the skin, leave it on the skin. If you want to see what each product that I have picked a bit more in detail, and you want to have a little description to it as well, you will find everything in the description box down below, specifically also with the treatments that I have picked, so that you then can look into it if you still are needing some of those products. Then once you're done with your serum and treatment step, you can immediately move on to the application of Roche-Posay Effaclar K moisturizer. Use about a bean size amount, apply it all over, and then you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. And then lastly, when being exposed to the sun during daytime, follow with a separate sunscreen afterwards. Now, it is important that when also working with your sunscreen to understand how much you need to use for your entire face and neck, when you should apply it, when the reapplication is needed, and when it's not needed. And you can see everything in this infographic right here. However, of course, if you want to see it in your own time, or you may also want to save that image, you will find it in the description box down below under additional information, where you have also the cleansing step information, the skincare steps, and even the individual products as well. Now, when it comes to an evening skincare routine, it looks pretty much the same. It can look pretty much the same, just without your sunscreen step. So go with your cleanser, toner, specific treatments, and then lastly the Effaclar K moisturizer. And then this would be it. However, if you have worn a more stubborn sunscreen, and you may also be into makeup and you cannot properly remove your sunscreen and or makeup with just your regular cleanser, well, then you can do a double cleanse, and then you would do use micellar water at first and then your regular cleanser, or go with an oil or balm cleanser, and this is going to be your first cleansing step, and then move on to your regular cleanser. So you can really adjust it. I do want to repeat again, with the skincare products that you're going to pick, make sure that they're working well for your skin type and your overall skin concerns. You can adjust it and really go with specific treatments. And by the way, a skincare routine does not have to be complicated. Now, the main reason why I did not include a leave-on exfoliating acid product, but I went with a hydrating and soothing toner instead, is because I went with a 2% salicylic acid cleanser and I would combine it with the Effaclar K Plus Moisturizer. This way it isn't as harsh on the skin, but you're still using a salicylic acid product. Depending on the leave-on exfoliant that you're going to pick, this can be a bit harsh on the skin. You may not notice this right away, and therefore I did not include it, but instead work with an exfoliating acid cleanser. So there you also have a side note when setting up your skincare routine, since the moisturizer already contains salicylic acid. So this would be it for the example skincare routines and additional information. Again, you will find everything in the description box down below. Now I want to keep my focus on the application. This is going to be the cleansing step and then the application of the Effaclar K Plus Moisturizer. I'm going to go like straight into it. And so for the cleansing step, you're going to wash your face with your cleanser morning as well as evening. Specifically, if you have oily skin, you really need to make sure to properly remove any excess oil, dirt and sweat from the skin, and sunscreen as well as makeup. So I'm going to go with Roche-Posay Effaclar Purifying Gel Cleanser. This is just one example. If you have a different one, make sure that it's working well for your skin type. Read on the back of the packaging on how you should use it, and then start off washing your face. You can do this above the sink or take the cleanser with you in the shower. Either way is fine. Just make sure to properly get everything off the skin again so that there's no residue left. So in this example, it is advised to apply the cleanser on wet skin, which I'm going to do. And then I'm going to massage it onto the skin for about 30 seconds to a minute. I'm going to rinse it off. In between, I like to work with a soft and fresh washcloth to properly remove everything from the skin. And then I'm going to pat the skin dry. So let's go ahead and do this. So once you're done with your cleansing step and you have pat the skin dry, you can immediately move on to the next step. There's no need to wait in between. Now again, the next step is an optional step. If you like to include a hydrating and soothing toner, now would be the time to apply to the skin, and then you're going to leave it on the skin. After that, the next optional step would be specific serums or in general treatments. Layer from the thinnest to the thickest texture, apply to the skin, leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. And then you're going to immediately move on to the application of the Effaclar K Plus Moisturizer, and you're going to layer it on top of your toner as well as specific serums and treatments. Or if you're going to skip those steps, then you're going to use the moisturizer immediately after you have cleansed your face and pat the skin dry. And then you're going to use about a bean size amount for your face and neck. You should be able to have enough product to evenly blend it all over, but at the same time do not overdo it. You do not need to have a thick layer on the skin surface, because this can be quite uncomfortable, especially if you have already an oilier skin type. So about that much more or less. This can be adjusted, just make sure to not overdo it. And then immediately blend it all over your face as well as neck. Make sure to not get it into your eyes nor into your mouth. If that's the case, rinse it immediately with water, and please do not use it on top of your eyelids. And do not get it too close to the actual lower lash line. So once you have applied it all over your face and neck, you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. And then this can be the last step of your evening skincare routine. However, again, during daytime, do not forget to follow with sun protection afterwards. And this is basically how you can use Roche-Posay Effaclar K Plus Moisturizer, and how you can even include it in a skincare routine. Now, I do hope that you enjoyed this video, that you find it helpful. If you did so, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well as share it. And if you now want to learn more about skincare in general, you want to see the different applications, I have several videos for you on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to link some of them at the end of this video so that you can keep on watching. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next one. Happy skincaring. Bye!